My next guest is a prolific character actor, and now he's best known for his Emmy Award-winning role as White House Communications Director Toby Ziegler on The West Wing. Please welcome Richard Schiff. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Congratulations on your show. Again, I'm not saying this because I'm on NBC, but it's really an incredible, it's amazingly well acted, it's amazingly well written. It's really a great show.
Thanks.
You won...
I'm responsible for all of that.
Yes, yes. I've heard that. It says at the end, all by you. Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to spread that around as much.
Well, this is the way to reach the most people, especially tonight.
Sixers won, by the way.
Oh, did they?
By 60. It was an amazing
Really?
game.
That was an amazing game. Yeah. And Shaq did become a rabbi, I'm told. That did happen.
Yes, which is why the Sixers won. The only way that could happen, I think.
Now, congratulations on the Emmy. That must have been an amazing night for you to be singled out like that.
It was a bit frightening, but yeah, it was special.
Why was it frightening?
All the attention. You know, somebody told me right before my category was coming up that 1 billion people were watching with a B.
Yeah.
I get nervous in front of 149 people in a theater.
Right, right.
This is a billion with a B.
Right.
So I got upstairs and up on the stage, and I think I did okay for a minute. And then I proceeded to forget the single most important person in my life, which was my wife, to thank her.
Oh, you didn't thank her.
Which wasn't fun. And it's the
and where was she at the time? Was she watching at home?
No, she was in the audience, and she happens to be the only person I have sex with. It wasn't a good idea.
Forgot the one person you have sex with.
You always thank the one person you have sex with.
Yeah. No one ever gets up and says, I want to thank the woman who has sex with me. I should do that from now on.
Kirstie Alley said something about the big one at one point, I think, when she won an Emmy. Do you remember that?
Right. Now,
I don't know what that meant, but...
Just move along. I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Now...
I can't pretend, but that's okay.
Your wife, Sheila...
Sheila Kelly, yeah.
Sheila Kelly, just... she's an actress. She just did a film about strippers.
She did.
And she researched being a stripper, and you helped her. Tell us about this. I feel like I'm accusing you of something. We have evidence that you helped her.
I feel like I am accused of something. I don't know what. Well, I taught her how to dance. No, we went out researching. She was on a research mission, and so she dragged me out to the strip clubs.
So she really went to strip clubs, and you went with her.
Yeah.
And this isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, all right, I'll come.
It isn't, but funny, you know, after a while, it gets. I had no reason to go anymore. I'd seen enough naked bodies to last me a lifetime, but she was working. Right. So I had to go.
Now we have. You kindly provided a picture. We can show this. This is of your wife. Do you want to show this? I think she looks amazing.
You do?
So yeah. Well, I'm going to keep the photo.
I'll leave it up to you.
Let's take a look at this photo. This is your wife in her role. Good Lord, that's...
And by the way, I'm the only one that she has sex with. Just,
Good, get that straight.
Let's make this clear right away. I see somebody smiling a little too much.
Yeah. Now she,
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. She practices at home. Now, how does she practice stripping?
How do you know all this stuff?
Well, because I read an article about it, and I'm here to accuse you. She practices stripping in the home.
Not in the baby's room, you know, but there's an office in the back, and where luckily I am quite a bit. And her friend Skull from one of the clubs in town came over and put in a poll.
No, he did. Are you being serious?
He actually did, and his name is Skull, and he looks like he should be called Skull.
A guy named Skull came to your nice home, I'm imagining nice, like, suburban home, and
Thank you for imagining that.
And put a stripping pole into the office in the back of your house.
A stripping pole?
Yeah, that's the universal signal. This means I'm choking. This means stripping pole.
Exactly right.
It's true. I've researched this. That's amazing. And you're sitting, this is an office that you use, so you're back there like doing the taxes, and she's spinning around the pole.
I used to do work there. I don't do much work anymore. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
She's actually teaching a class now.
On?
There was dead silence after I said that. People were
teaching a class on stripping.
Teaching a class. A lot of her normal friends were curious about the whole process, and they actually wanted to learn how to strip, I guess, hopefully for their husbands. So a lot of housewives and friends are coming over and stripping. And it's funny how much work you can find to do when there's all the people stripping in your office.
Yeah, it's when you start noticing that your wife and all her friends are paying for a lot of things with singles that you got to worry. The hell is going on here? You've, of course, done a lot of work in theater, and you did a lot of work in theater here in New York City. You tried to stage a production, I'm told, once down in the Village. Is this right? And you had some problems?
Shocking? Is that really shocking?
Yeah.
In the Village?
Is there theater in the Village? I've heard of this Village.
You didn't try that, did you?
I'm like a bubble boy. I just look out the window and then have food sent in.
And yet it sounds like another accusation. Yes, yeah. Okay, in the Village.
I like to create a tone of accusation and inquiry on the program.
Well, I'm good at being guilty, so go ahead. Yeah, we were doing a play. We actually got a storefront in Little Italy. It's hard to say that quickly, Little Italy.
No, it isn't.
For me. I stand accused and I'm guilty again. Little Italy.
No, I looked into it and it's quite easy.
Have you?
You're under arrest.
I want everybody to say Little Italy as fast as you can.
Little
17
Italy.
times. Down on Mott Street, actually. And there was a storefront that we had gotten a hold of somehow with one single light bulb. Someone was going to move in later and put a stamp store in there. Are you bored already?
No, I'm with you right out of the way.
This was a play. I was directing this play, actually, and it was a play with a lot of activity. It was a war play. It was a play about war, and so we had sticks, and it was kind of silly, a bunch of grown men playing war at first. But it took a while, and after a while we got it going, and there was some real activity. And this particular night, I was acting with them because we had lost one of the actors, and the stage manager wasn't there, so I'm there reading with the script in my hand, and people are doing stuff with guns. And at one point, one of the actors flings open the door out to Mott Street, and you know, we're supposed to have a guy by the scruff of the neck and send him out. And a bunch of guys came up. Freeze! Like this. Don't move. You froze. That's good. And
yeah, I just wet myself. I'm petrified.
Well,
that was frightening for me.
You put yourself exactly in our
places.
places.
If you had a real gun. Imagine what I would have done. So what was happening?
Well, we were wetting ourselves. Exactly right. I was standing with the script in my hand. Somebody said we're actors. We're actors. But, you know, these guys were dressed, you know, regular people.
Right.
And he said, freeze, don't move. You know, gun to the head, started frisking one of these guys. One of the actors had a switchblade on him. That was helpful. It took a minute, and the room calmed down, and somebody said, look, we really are actors. What do you want? And one of the guys said, well, what about that guy there? Well, in the scene, one of the guys had been shot and killed. So he was lying dead on the floor. So I said, Armand, raise your hand. So he goes like this. And
just waves, hi.
And one of these other guys with the guns is leafing through a script, and he goes, holy bleep, these guys really are actors.
Right.
And they put their guns away, and they laughed a little bit. And, well, who are you guys? Well, come outside and look. And outside, they had cordoned off the whole street with squad cops. There was the cop cars on either side of Mott Street, and the cops with bulletproof vests and shotguns were coming up from the other side of the street. All these guys were holstering their weapons, shaking their heads, and apparently a couple of narc-cops had been driving by and thought there was a kidnapping, a gangland, something around.
And they called out everybody.
Everybody came. Yeah, everybody came.
And then, like, they take you to jail, and your wife shows up as a stripper to bail you out. And you're like, no!
That's how it all started, yes, exactly.
This summer, Richard's in the play Nightfall at the Powerhouse Theater at Vassar College, where my mom went. And he's also in the movie, that's right, she loved Vassar. He's also in the movie What's the Worst That Could Happen, which is in theaters now. That was extremely entertaining. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it was really nice. Congratulations on the show. Richard Schiff, everyone will be right back. Ron Sexsmith. Great show tonight. Stay tuned next week. We have some amazing guests coming up, including Renee Zellweger going to be here. Martin Short. Yeah, it's very exciting. John Leguizamo will be joining us. John Lovitz. Mr. Andy Richter will make a triumphant return. My boy came home to me just for a night, then he's leaving me. And much, much more. We'll be right back. Stick around.